Good stuff in the mail today. Hi, afternoon YouTube. It's a little after 2 in the afternoon here on this Monday. Kylie is at school. I'll have to pick her up in about half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And in the meantime, I got a couple of items in the mail today. One of them is sitting here on the floor. Let's take a look at that real quick. Now, one of the odd things that I've noticed, depending on which way, well, not which way, but the number that you go by here, there's a tracking number here, and there's a tracking number here, and they are different numbers. This one's 9461, blah, blah, blah. That's a 9505, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm not sure exactly why that is, but it is. The only thing I can think of maybe is because it looks like they had to pay some additional postage at the post office. So, because apparently that didn't cover it. So, anyway, whatever the case may be, it had two tracking numbers, and the funniest part about it is, if you follow the tracking numbers, if you look them up on the internet and follow along, they go different ways. Now, how that's possible, I have no idea. But one went through Montgomery, Alabama, and the other one went through Memphis, Tennessee. Good old USPS. Gotta love it. That's one of the things. Let me show you the other. This is from Gary. Y'all know Gary. He said he meant to bring this the other day when he was here, and it hadn't arrived yet. So this is a operating and service instructions for the Hallicrafters S38C. And I thought that was very nice of him also. And that's a nice looking booklet. Does have the schematic in there as well. Parts list, everything. It's nice. Very nice. Thank you very much, Gary, for that. And looks like it's got two copies of the schematic in there. That's cool. But yes, that's a very nice booklet. And I will treasure that along with my radio. And so that's cool. Alright, let me go ahead and get this box open and see what we have inside. Alright, well there we have the Pioneer SX450 stereo receiver. And it actually looks pretty darn good. This vinyl's coming off here, but that can be glued right back on. That's not a problem at all. But overall, like I said, there's a spot here that you can see. I think I'm pointing at it. It looks like the that plating has come off there. So probably got hit or something at one time, I'm guessing. But not bad at all. Like I said, the rest of it looks pretty darn good. So I'm happy with that. I don't, the electronics part of it, easy enough to go through and fix. But, sometimes when these cabinets are not in very good shape, it's a little bit difficult. Although this one's pretty easy because it's just vinyl. It looks like some discoloration there, but that can be cleaned off, I think. So, alright, let me turn it up on its end here and we'll take another look at it. Alright, there you go. That's the top of it. See, there's a bad spot right there. Oops. On that vinyl. But I think the end is good. Yeah, the end looks good. A little bit of scratch there. I say on these vinyls here, that's easy enough to fix. So I don't worry about that. But overall, it looks pretty darn good, and I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy. For $20, you can't beat it. Again, I don't know what I'm going to find inside. It says not working. So I guess it doesn't even light up, I think, the way they explained it. But anyway, that's will be a future project. I have a few to do. So I don't know when I'll get to this, but I may open it up and take a quick cursory look at it this evening. I don't know. Just depends on what goes on here. I still have Kylie, obviously. Update on my daughter. My daughter is doing much better. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but they did finally get the ventilator out, and they took out some more breathing tubes from her lungs yesterday. And her words were that it felt like a unclogged sink. She could breathe that much better. So everybody in the family is, of course, very happy about that. And she's up and about, out of the hospital bed into a chair. I mean, she's out. You know, it's still very painful for her, she says, in her chest. Obviously, it would be when doing an operation like that, but that will heal, and we are very thankful for the success of that. And so, anywho, that's just an update on that. I don't know exactly when they're talking. They said she will be home for Christmas, so I don't know exactly what that means. So, you know, I guess we're kind of waiting one day at a time. I told them not to worry about Kylie. I'll get her back before school. There's no problem with that. And feed her and stuff like that. So, or she can feed me. That's usually the way it is. We had Skyline chili the other night. Usually when I get Skyline chili, you know, that I don't go to the restaurant and get it, I get the frozen Skyline. And we have that, but Walmart was out of the frozen, so we ended up getting the canned. The canned is not quite as good, but it's still not bad. It's still better than a lot of other stuff. So, like I said, we had that last 2 nights because there was plenty of it to have, and for an extra. I don't know if there's enough left for another night or not, but if there is, I'll probably have it again. I dearly love Skyline chili. I was raised on that stuff. I mean, Cincinnati, we had that quite a bit, and it was always a treat to have it. So, weather is I don't know if you call it great, but it's cold out there. I went out and got the garbage cans in, and got the package and mail in, and it was nippy. A little bit of wind blowing, and like I said, it's sunny out there, but it's a little bit deceptive, I think. Anyway, I don't have my phone here. There it is. Let's see what the temperature says. It says nothing. Absolutely not. Oh, 30 degrees. Okay, it's still below freezing. About at 30 degrees, so you know, it says it feels like 27, so there is a little wind blowing. So, like I said, it is supposed to warm up towards the end of the week. I think Thursday and Friday are supposed to be in the 50s, and I do plan on going out to get my car then, and see if I can get that home, and if everything's hunky-dory with that, and hopefully the tire. I doubt if the tire will still be up, but I do have a pump out there with me, so I can pump it back up. And so that's the plan. Anyway, I much prefer to have my own car. You know, it's just driving somebody else's car is just, you know, it's always strange, and you're always afraid you're going to break something. You know how that works. So anyway, so that's that. I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I have to go pick her up here in a few minutes. I don't know what time it is. About 20 minutes it looks like. I'll be picking her up. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you.